Go live.
Yeah, did you know I only need on Bushcrafty? I only need two more subs to hit 500. I
You
just
need, we're live. You
We
need two
are.
more. Yeah.
Oh, well, you're supposed to tell me when we're going live.
Well, I started to, but I didn't want to interrupt you. Yeah, we live.
Okay.
And matter of fact, I think it caught what you said. Two more people.
Oh, well, it's at the beginning, so nobody watches the first 5 minutes anyway.
Yeah, well, that's about right. That's about right. So it's it's just gonna be one of them shows to where we talk about whatever, well, just about whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Be no one thing like that. And on top of that, my wife's going to be joining us in the background. She's going to try to keep me straight. You notice how I said try and keep me straight?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Grace Johnson, I got something to say, lady. I watched one of your videos the other day. I love the accent you got. So I thought you was from overseas, and Bushcraft told me no, you ain't. No, you 100% American. So,
Well, nobody's 100%.
but you know what? When I say
Yeah.
100%, they was born here in the states.
Yeah. And that's a thing that irritates me that um well, I won't get into that. That that conversation when somebody's a certain color and they've been oppressed, even though it happened hundreds of years ago, they're still oppressed.
Can I say something?
And,
I'm not
and
trying to be mean. I'm not trying to cut you off, but no.
oh, I know. It's and their own their own race, and I hate that, but their own race hates when people use that as an excuse because that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's an excuse. It don't make any difference where you're at or what your story is. If you want
Well,
out of a certain life, you make your life change, and you don't make excuses for yourself.
we'll see.
Just go and do it.
Now, about an hour ago, me and a good friend of ours was talking about the same damn thing, you know. And we had said, biggest majority of the presidents, they had certain people working for them and so forth. And it come right down to this right here. And seeing as how we up on my stream tonight and whatever, in today's time and everything, if you really truly want to get into it, we're all slaves because we're working for somebody who are not getting the money that we deserve. And I mean, that's what it comes down to, except for it's more of a legal way to do it without nobody really griping about it or being mad.
Don't mess with the mic.
So, hello, heroic prepper. See, now I was nice tonight. Bushcraft, Ginger Ninja, Miss Grace Johnson. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Life with Bobby, Miss Dana B. Dagmar King. I hope I pronounced that right. I hope y'all are having a good and cool day today. So, but like me and Bushcraft was talking about, we don't have a certain topic we're going to talk about tonight because it's got to the point, don't make no difference what you say. YouTube is either going to give you a strike or take you down for a while. So, and if y'all want to, in chat, give us some suggestions and what to talk about. And we'll try to talk about a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
I got a good subject for you.
I didn't do it this time.
No, it'd be a good subject for you to talk about.
Okay, go for it.
Strippers.
Oh Lord. No.
Who told you about my stripper pole I put up?
Well, I bring this up because they're creating a union now.
Oh, good. I thought somebody told you about my stripper pole. I've been practicing on.
I thought that was interesting. I was sitting there reading about it earlier, and I'm okay. I guess it's good for them, but could you imagine when it's time for them to strike out in front of their their place of business? They'll end up with more business outside than inside.
How would they dress to strike? Now that would be interesting.
That's why I was saying that's
strip, Jeff.
Now I'm live. But straight up, I thought they had their own union.
No, this is it. Now it's a thing that they're and it's an actors something association is going to represent them. So they'll have contracts and all that stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I don't see why not. Hell, they had them in movies for years.
Yeah. Well, you remember back in the 80s, there were
yeah, boy. Oh.
I'm trying to remember some of their names now. That came from that business into acting.
Yeah.
The
hell was it?
Tracy something another.
Linda Lovelace.
No, that's the other side.
Now, how would you know about that?
Well, she's like the most famous one of all. So
yeah, but she only done one movie. Hello, Preppin. Boy, you come in on the right time. We talk Preppin. We're talking about strippers.
Oh Lord.
Hey, I bet you one thing. He probably pulled that chair out and sat down and thinking, I got to hear this. No, he said, oh, shit. But it seemed, what was his last name? Jeremy somebody. Seemed like he got into the movie business before he ended up not being with us no more. Here, hold my beer. Long as it ain't a Bud Light.
Oh, it's a lot more than just Bud Light now. Coors is in this now. Miller Company, Miller Lite to be exact. But
now they're having. What's going on with the light beer? Is the light beer like damn Wheaties? He turning all the guys into people, other types of people?
I don't know.
Go from strippers to this. How about that? Hey, we jumped up from 18 to 38 people since we started talking about this.
Yeah, I bet you change your title to everything you wanted to know about strippers or something like that. The big news on strippers. You get all kinds of
Frog,
people in
I'm
there.
not ignoring. Wait a minute, I gotta say something. Frog, I'm not ignoring you. When I get to talking, I don't look at chat that much. Okay, so it ain't that I'm ignoring you. So let's get that straight quick.
They got did you see all the new stuff about the Titanic? I guess they went down again and it's still there, but it's taken a beating.
The last time I saw something about the Titanic was about a year ago, and they were showing pictures of it then, maybe a little bit longer. And unless you knew it was the Titanic, you had no idea what you was really looking at.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And they showed a picture of the Titanic and these cruise ships nowadays, and it looks like a little tugboat.
Last I heard, and it's been about 5 years ago, they was rebuilding a Titanic 2, identical of what the original one was. But that's all I've heard about it.
I don't know. Okay, that's really interesting. Evidently, this took place in Hiroshima. Biden promises Japan nuclear umbrella.
Nuclear umbrella?
Yeah. Let me mute you.
Of all places to do that, where we nuked them.
Yeah, no shit.
And I don't know. There's a lot of talk about Patriot missiles now. Russia says they take them out very easily, or took out the base unit very easily. And we say the opposite. We say we shot them all their rockets down and this and that.
And I bet you that's coming from Redneck News.
No.
I want the regular news like ABC or so.
Oh no, I don't watch none of that stuff.
See, at that split, the second, Redneck was nicer compared to what almost came out of the mouth here.
Yeah, I don't watch none of that news.
I don't either. And it's
you don't get nothing from that. It's just blah blah blah.
Well, now I forget exactly who it was. It may have been up on Irish's today, or maybe somebody else that.
Well, everybody's got time to sit in here and watch lives in the daytime. I was outside all day.
I wish I could.
It seems like I didn't get much done either.
Yeah, I've been there.
I got the staining done, and what I usually do, I'll flip whatever I'm painting or staining. I'll flip it over upside down, and I'll get the bottom of it so I don't have to, do this number underneath. That way I can just stand up and do the painting.
Well, I'll tell you, normally when I do staining, I don't do it with a brush or a roller. I'll get a
Oh,
rag.
yeah,
And
use a rag. This,
yeah,
this is stuff you don't want on your hand. It's for sealing. It's outdoor type stuff. It's not
yeah.
for yeah. It's got
I'll,
the treatment stuff in it.
the gloves I started out using, it would eat slap through them gloves quick. And I had to go buy me some heavy duty gloves or whatever. But man, and that stuff don't wash off either.
Oh no. Yeah, I was when I lived in Tucson, I worked maintenance in a trailer court, and I got free rent. He asked me which trailer I wanted to remodel and then move in it, and I got to pick any of the empty ones. So I picked the one that was way far away, was off by itself, and had a big nice yard in it. And he said, "Go ahead and remodel it." And he said, "Do you know how?" And I said, "Oh, sure," which never did, but I did. And he had a bunch of wood and paneling and stuff like that, because these are trailers. And I wanted something that looked, kind of Western look.
Mhm.
So I took the 1x3s and I split them down the middle, flat ways, and stained those, and I put them where the seams of the paneling was. Did the same thing with the ceilings and everything, and totally remodeled the whole thing. And he went in there and says, "Oh my God, this is awesome." So you got the job.
The only work I hate doing in a mobile home is redoing floors. I'll go in, I'll knock a wall out, I'll rebuild it, I'll redo the ceiling or whatever. For some reason, I can't stand doing the floor in a mobile home.
Well, it depends if you're going to do it right or just replace the flooring. If you're going to do it right, you actually have to lift the walls up on the outside and slide it under, and then tack it down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's a little 101. It's a little bit different for crawl spaces in the desert. You have rattlesnakes and scorpions underneath that trailer if you're going up underneath there.
We was doing a job up in the mountains, up in the Appalachian Mountains. And we went in there and we took what used to be an old store and we turned it into like a bed and breakfast thing, remodeled the whole 9 yards, everything. And it was one certain spot that you would walk, you could hear about 3 or 4 rattlesnakes. And then the owner come up and said, "Who wants to insulate up underneath?" We all said, "You better go hire somebody local to do this shit. No, we ain't doing it."
It's easy.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Insulate, that ain't no problem. I've done that, but my ass is not getting up underneath a low floor with rattlesnakes up underneath there.
You know how you do it, though. I learned this a long time ago. Instead of going under there, because what they usually did would they take off the skirting on one side, and they get this long rake and rake out the critters.
Now,
if you're lucky, but I found a better way is pull back the skirting and put real big smoke bombs under there, not stink bombs, because you don't want to stink up the house. So you put them in all throughout the bottom, and you just wait, and you sit back across the street drinking a beer or something and wait, and pretty soon you'll see the rattlesnakes just taking off out of there.
The
Bugs
worst
and all kinds of stuff will be gone from there.
the worst house I have ever been under, and we was doing heating and air conditioning. It was wharf rats up underneath there. Just as soon as you opened up the crawl space door, off to the right was a couple of wharf rat skeletons. That right there should have been our first clue. We get up underneath there and we, got some of the hard duck run. This is before Flex come out. And when you mash your hand down on the ground and your hand goes up underneath the ground halfway to your elbow, you get to thinking about, was this a good move taking this house or not? Yeah, exactly, Roy. It was me and Roy up underneath that house together. And I mean, to this day, that was the worst house I've ever been under. And he's been under a couple I think was worse than that. But it.
Okay, you remember that explosion that happened with the 18,000 cows?
Yeah.
In Texas.
Okay. Yeah.
It's more like 20,000 now. It was what they're saying, and the cause of the explosion was a manure hauler caused the explosion.
Now, whoa, hold on. A manure hauler caused that explosion.
Yeah, the motor caught on fire.
Oh,
and ignited kaboom the poops. The manure.
That is flammable.
Yeah, but that's, I don't know. Like I said, this is what they're saying. Because I don't know if like it was parked and then it's caught fire and they didn't see it, or it was enclosed in a building or something. It's hard to say because
101 exactly. But I'm sitting here, out of all the manure spreaders I've seen, there is not a motor on none of them. It's all hooked up to a PTO on the tractor. It turns it, and there is something like a
maybe that's for small loads.
It may be
18,000 or 20,000 cows. You probably need a bigger hauler.
shit spreader.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Why would they need that there?
But why didn't somebody see the fire or see it smoking?
I don't know. There's only one person there, though. The only person that got hurt.
They had to have been drunker than hell, or they smoked a damn ounce not to see that. I'm sorry. And I mean, yeah, that story's not lining up.
No, there's a lot of that lately.
Yeah, you noticed that too.
Uh-huh.
But well, now there was another one out there. I want to say, I'm not exactly sure how many cows ended up dying, but they said it came from the heat. And that's kind of funny because you had other farm animals out there also you know, and nothing happened to them. So what's going on?
No, that's just one building
Yeah.
with the cows. There was nothing around it. It's one factory because with 18,000 cows, you're not going to live next door to that place.
Well, now the story you're talking about, wasn't they on the farm kind of like pinned up either to get milked or just got milked?
That's what they do there.
Yeah,
It's a dairy farm,
yeah, I know.
and it's not like a dairy farm where the cow goes out and eats grass all day and then comes in. They're crammed in a place. They get fed and somebody cleans their
Stall,
junk up, and then they move to a thing and get milked for 4 hours.
cheddar, pepper, prepper. I will guarantee you it's more than a tractor trailer could haul. I wonder how much crap 18,000 cows would make in a day's time.
That's why was a spreader there though?
To put it in and take it out to the fields to fertilize it,
There's no fields.
there's got to be.
No,
Somewhere
This is
along
not-
the line, there are fields out there. It may not
not
be.
for them cows. No, they live they're pinned up in pins.
Wait a minute. Let me finish saying. Let me finish talking. Somewhere along the line, there's other farmers out there that wanted that manure to go on their fields to fertilize it. And that's
Yeah,
what
but
they're doing.
that doesn't make any sense why a dairy farm would have it there. You would think somebody would load it up and take it to them, or the farmers would come and get it. That doesn't make any sense to have a spreader in a dairy farm. And when I say dairy farm, it's not Green Acres and stuff. Especially in the panhandle of Texas, it's desert. And that's the thing I don't understand. Okay, it could be the thing caught on fire could cause an explosion, but what was it doing there?
A shit spreader ain't gonna cause no explosion unless it had a lot of methane on it. I mean, it would catch on fire and it would spread like somebody pouring gasoline on it.
That's what I was saying. Did they store the poop in a building to where it didn't have any ventilation?
Yeah, I don't know about the ventilation, but I do know it gets stored around here like a pond, a settlement pond. And then they'll go in with a backhoe or some type of loader and, haul it out like that. Yeah. But the settlement pond is kept away from the barn and everything itself. What they'll do is they'll go in with hose pipes and wash it down, and then it'll go in like a grate, like a septic pipe, like that. And then, shit runs downhill. Come on, let's face it. That's what happens. They run water in it to get it there. And that's why it looks so soupy when you're going past it at the road.
Yeah, I don't know. The whole thing doesn't make sense, but
no, it don't. It damn sure don't. Not if you sit here and you think about the way we just said it.
yeah.
Okay.
And that's it. It's just like these places where they process meat and stuff. And it's not like in Green Acres or whatever. You have a cow here. There, everything is crammed in these square places, and there are a bunch of cows crammed in together.
Keep it up, I'm gonna block your ass.
Yeah, it makes no sense at all. Well, what does now these days anyway?
Well, I do know that the news ratings and everything are falling because everybody is knowing all they doing is telling nothing but lies. People don't watch news like they used to. You know, you said it, and there's other creators who has said it. I remember a reporter, if they got one word wrong in a story,
Oh
they
yeah.
get reprimanded. Now they get reprimanded if they get one word right in the story. It's like, well, let's see who can do the biggest lie on this story today. But and I will say this. Now, I'm talking about up on the hill. I'm talking about lady governors, female governors. It seems like here in the last 3 to 6 months that them ladies has growed balls. They're bigger than the men who were doing the job. A lot of them is tired of the bullshit that's going on. You look at, y'all may not like this woman. I don't give a shit. Marjorie Taylor Greene. You know, I'm just now starting to keep my eye on her in the last, 3 months up to date. I'm liking what she says. She's being bold, she's being frank, and she's calling out a whole bunch of people, which it needs to be done. We need to do a makeover. I'm done with that one. And who was it? Grace Johnson says Newsmax is #1 now. To me, I wouldn't turn my hand over to Fox News or Newsmax. I'll watch either one or the other one. Okay. Hang tight. Here we go. Let's see what we got.
Small him because it saves the party. The party's hanging by a thread.
We gotta get rid of Biden.
The party
Save
is
the
hanging.
country.
The party's hanging by
Save
a
the
thread.
country.
You gotta
Impeach
save the
Biden.
party.
Impeach
Listen,
Biden.
no more
Impeach
QAnon,
Biden.
no more
No
MAGA,
more CNN.
no more debt ceiling nonsense. Come on
You know
now,
what? You know
save
what?
the party.
No, we gotta
Save
save the
America.
country.
Save
Impeach
the
Biden.
children.
Save the
Do
country.
something about guns.
Right, so close
Come
the
on,
border.
invest in
Close the
education.
border. Save the
The
children.
border
What
is
about
what
the
Trump
children?
left.
Hey,
What
where
are
are all
you
the
talking
kids?
about?
Where are all the migrant
What
children?
kids?
You guys have
We're
lost
accepting
them.
them. We love
No,
them.
you've lost
We
them.
love the
There's
migrant
tens
children.
of
What do you mean
thousands
lost
missing.
them?
You can't find them.
What are you
That's
talking
your
about? What are you
administration.
talking about?
Yeah, migrant children are missing. You don't know the news.
No, we don't know the news.
Oh, you were
That's Fox
sadly
News.
listening before.
That's
Hey,
Fox
let me
News.
tell you
Listen,
something,
I
Jamal.
need you to
Not
save
very
the party.
smart. You should pay attention. She ain't worth it, bro.
Save the party.
She ain't worth it, bro. She ain't worth it, bro. She ain't worth it. Embarrassing.
It's small him. Because it's
Thank you. You notice how she was in on saving the country and saving the children, and the other guy was talking a bunch of bullshit. Like I said, Marjorie Taylor Greene's calling them out.
And by the way, that guy was a Democrat, senator. By the way,
You know, I probably
not only Biden, but the director FBI, the one for Justice Department, and a couple other ones. just not Biden. It's all those. She's
All right, Roy.
going after them all.
Put your 2 cents in, Roy. I know you listening. Now, don't write me no biography up in here. What is going on? That was Bowman. I was told he was a prick. In other words, he's a peckerhead. Oh.
Huh.
101, come on up here. I know you got some stuff you'd like to say.
What did you do there, Jeff?
I have no earthly idea.
You put a star on it.
Okay.
There, it's removed now, I guess.
Yeah, I removed it.
The chat was all wonky there, and I was trying to figure out why one was highlighted.
So now what had happened is when she was up there, I went big screen, and somewhere along the line.
You hit a button.
Really?
Made with real sugar and vanilla.
I didn't think you drunk sugar.
No, I usually don't. And it was only 75 cents for a big old bottle. And it's all natural stuff, so it's not like the corn syrup and all that crap.
It's got sugar in it, but yet it's all natural.
Well, cane sugar is natural.
Okay.
Corn syrup is a byproduct. What they use for soda pops and stuff and candy.
What's going on with Potato Head? Why is Potato Head in Japan to begin with?
Jeff, really?
Look,
we just talked about this.
Okay.
Remember?
Never mind.
You remember now.
Went over my head. Never mind. You right. Umbrellas, this and that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how he's going to do that when he sent it all over to Ukraine.
Excuse me. I had a blonde moment there for a minute.
Oh boy.
You have a lot of them here lately.
I didn't ask for your input over there. You notice how wives has got to get in on everything. So, I would like for Roy and Preppin get together and come up on my channel. Bushcraft, you would have to stay down because we all would get strikes. Me, I'd probably get taken down forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know she will. That's why I ain't talking the shit I used to. I done got old. Roy says Dixon will kick my butt. Now, this is where I need to be 101 to show stupid clips. What was it? Red Dixie?
Do you have any $2 bills?
Yes.
Yeah, I even got a $3 bill with Clinton's face on it. I even got a $1 million bill.
Yeah, I got a. Who was that? Oh, I think it was Trump that was on that. Somebody gave me it the other day. And
What, a $1 million bill or $3 bill?
$2
it's
bill.
I think it's 100,000 or $1 million.
Oh, okay. I got this one. Oh, hell. It's been over 20 years ago. I got it. And somebody had one front and back, and it was in color. And it was run off on a copier back in the day. They took it to the bank to try to cash it. They did not know there never was a $1 million bill. They tried to have this guy arrested, and they couldn't arrest him because one has never been made.
Yeah, you
So
can get
they
in trouble for copying, doing that.
Yeah, real money, but this was
Yeah.
not real. So that's
Yeah,
how
that's
he.
what I mean.
Yeah.
Have you
Alright.
have you ever heard of half cent?
I haven't got it.
Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. Give me your description of a half cent.
It's a coin that says half cent.
Okay. I've heard of them. I've never seen one.
Yeah, it
Like
was
a penny?
discontinued in 1857.
Mm.
Well, now, oh God. How old
Who's
was
on the
I?
$2 bill?
What is her name? No, that's the coin. I don't know.
Thomas
I read-
Jefferson.
On the $2 bill.
Yep.
Hell, I ain't seen one in so long, I couldn't tell you.
And John Trumbull's painting of Declaration of Independence is on the other side.
Is that where they sitting around the table in their pantyhose and everything?
And here's another one that's no more. It's a $500 bill. Who's
Yeah.
on a $500 bill?
Man, look, I can't even tell you who's on a $100 bill no more.
No more.
We don't. Hell, I don't even get to smell it no more, much less see it. You know, on payday, I used to go to the bank and get my check cash, smell the money from my hand to the collectors. I don't even do that no more.
Yeah, you never know where they stick that money too.
Y'all just remember one thing.
Yeah.
Okay, if you got a dollar bill, just think about this. Has that dollar bill been in a G string? Think about it. How does a stripper get paid? Dollar bills in their G strings. Come on, think about it.
I still don't see anybody telling me what was on a $500 bill.
I don't know.
Let's see,
Okay.
Grant on the 50.
I'll go ahead and John Quincy Adams, William
Taft.
Sherman to Abraham Lincoln, and the last one was William McKinley. So it had all those guys on there.
Damn.
And there was a 3-cent coin.
Heroic said John Marshall.
Never seen a $500 bill.
They don't say John Marshall on here. John, just the only John is John Quincy Adams.
I wonder if it's possible to lay your hands on a $500 bill
And it
anymore.
would be a hell of a lot worth more than $500.
Oh, I guarantee that.
Yeah. The last one was in 1969.
It's been that today. Did they think it's counterfeit?
No, hell, I don't even want to go into that shit. You get a $5 bill that was printed in the 90s. Take it in the store and try to get a cashier to exchange it. They gonna call the cops on your ass for counterfeit. I've
And,
seen it happen too many times.
3 cent coin. It only ran from 1851 to 1889.
No, I never seen that.
Like I'm really supposed to remember that. I'm old, but I ain't that old.
And they were hoarded during the Civil War because they were made out of precious metals.
Now wait a minute. What Life said there was also $1,000 bill. James Madison is on the 5,000 bill.
Well, these are ones that are no more. These are currencies that are no more. They discontinued them.
Well, yeah,
Like the $5,000 bill. It was discontinued until 1968. And
$10,000
probably
bill.
the reason why is because Nixon. Well, it was portrayed by the fourth president was James Madison, and Nixon actually is the one who recalled it.
Damn.
There's only a few hundred of them still around. And here's the $100,000 bill.
Oh, you got a picture of it?
Yeah.
You got a picture of the front and back?
No, just showing the front.
Ah, damn. It ain't gonna do me no good to screenshot it then.
Yeah, this is the gold certificate was created at the height of the Great Depression, 1934, to be priceless.
When
There was only 42,000 of them made.
yeah, I know Franklin wasn't. When was the first $2 bill printed?
Let me go back up to $2 bills.
Because I had an uncle, which is passed now. He had a couple of the first original $2 bills.
Well, I think the ones that they're called blue notes. I think they're called.
Okay.
Those are the real. Those are like the proof set of any money. You can get proofs of it.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, it's the first run of the die, and those are the most expensive ones of anything. And there are some, even the quarters that we have now, there are some that they only ran through once, and they had to fix something within the die, and they weren't run anymore. And those things are worth a lot of money. Though just a quarter.
Now, Heroic, I think, answered my question. He said March 1862. And I'm going to change the subject here right quick. I think it's kind of important. Harvest Mary Moon wants to know, how long can you store water in a gallon jug?
It depends how the jug is and where you store it. You just can't say a gallon jug. Now, there are people out there that believe that they use their gallon of milk and then they rinse it out and store water in it. That's already contaminated water. Because even if you put bleach in there, there's just a spore of bacteria in there, it'll still taint that water. To be able to
Go ahead,
really
Dan.
store water, you have to start with sterile objects. Now, this is way overkill if you wanted to store the perfect gallon of water, but you would sterilize the container, whatever it would be, and anything that would fill that container up, you'd boil it and put it into that and seal it. It had to go into a perfect, temperature under and above a certain temperature, no light, and then it'll last forever until the container dissolves.
Oh,
Because water don't go bad unless you introduce a bacteria or something into it.
good God. Harvest, you stole that. She just got her a wood cook stove in good condition. Pinehurst is right around the corner from me. And I want to, where did he go? All American Prepper. Now, I did hear a little something about this, but I did not get into it. He's wanting to, or he's going to stop all cash withdrawals from the banks. Serious? I don't think he's got the power to do that.
Yeah, he does.
He does?
Yeah. It's already been done before by his president.
By
You
his
remember when there was something, he froze everything. You couldn't draw out any money.
Hell, at that time.
Gas stations were not allowed to raise the gas. Food places were the same way, and it was for like 2 weeks, I think it was. Somewhere in that range. But there is talk about, at the end of the month, the thing that's going on.
Right.
Which that might be fixed. I don't know yet, but it could just be, more lies. But there's a thing called the 14th Amendment where he can raise it himself and freeze people from and take people's money to pay for things. They can actually take the money out of the banks. And that's the same power it would be to do that, so that you can't take your money out of the bank.
Well, now, this is my mindset. This is the way I'm thinking. Chances are I may be wrong. But everybody knows what may happen come June the 1st. Okay? I think it's a bunch of talk on he's wanting this done, he's wanting that done, and he's going to veto this and that and everything. I think it'll all be taken care of before June the 1st. I think it's going to come right down to the wire. And June the 2nd, we're going to go on like nothing never happened. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm hoping will happen. But with this administration going on, it's hard to say.
Yeah, that's why I ran down and got feed for my rabbits and more cat food in case I don't have the money next month. Then I have it.
Got your ass, bitch. No, I didn't know. Well, he gets to crawl for a little while longer.
Oh, you.
I don't care. Do your book. Roy, let me put this on there.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
He can raise that, and he also has power to stop the banks and take the money from the banks to pay said debt.
Well, look at it like this. I don't want to think about this, but it may come a time, and here in the near future, we may be eating cat food and dog food out of a can.
I won't.
I won't neither. But
You can't eat dog food anyway. Not nowadays, because they grind up. It's made with bone meal, and bone meal you'll end up dying from it because it tears your intestines up, because it's sharp enough to it'll cut holes in your intestines.
Okay. And Susie Sneedhead, exactly. I've got two of them. Get a good home remedies book.
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of them. There you go, Jeff. This is what you're gonna buy me for Christmas.
I ain't buying you no stripper.
No,
Yes, I still thinking about stripper now.
it's in private, so you can look at it real quick.
Hell, let's see.
It's on sale too.
Oh, damn. Oh, hell no. I won't even buy me that.
Why not? That'd be nice.
What is that? 50 cat? Hell yeah. Big mofo gun.
Yeah.
EMG. I gotta get it.
What was your question? I'm sorry, wasn't even looking at chat. I was looking at something. Is that why May 25th my bank and new it could be. Yeah. Everybody should be looking at their banks, because they can just put it on the website, their bank's website, and don't have to send you anything, because not everybody goes to their bank every day or whatnot, and they could put a letter on the wall or the door or something like that. So everybody should be checking their website, because they have to post it. And a lot of times they won't notify you, like, send you an email or something. They'll just post it on the website.
Now, what are we talking about?
If you check your banks and see if they're making it to where a certain time that they can take control over your account, or they can freeze your account and stuff like that.
Well, now I looked at mine today. I'm rich. I got about $4.60 in there.
The memo came out in March, gives power of attorney to other than me if they want to. Yeah, and that's the thing when you say, "Oh, good, the government is bailing the banks out." Yeah, there's a little more into that. When they start having control of the banks and stuff, then
there you go, Bushcraft.
We don't know. And I don't really think it's him, because, yeah, whoever whispers in his ear or gives him a thing to speak, There's a. I watched the video. I
It
don't know.
depends on if his wife is in.
I don't know if it was doctored or anything, but there's a video going around now that Biden has, or the right ear, I do believe, his right ear keeps changing. It keeps going because everybody you have a unique ear, and his ear is completely changing. 1 minute, this little nub down at the bottom is stuck way up here, and then the next one it's way down.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
So
and somebody took a bunch of pictures of his ear, and you could see how it keeps changing at different speeches and different, when he talks to people, it keeps changing.
Now, does he really talk to people, or is it that he does podcasts and talks to people? Because, in
Right?
my opinion, he's not a real person. He's an AI.
No, there's people that see him every day. You can't say, well, that's an AI, because when he walks across the lawn, there's a bunch of reporters out there wanting to ask questions and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And there's not like a giant screen up there.
Exactly.
So there is a person. It just, we don't know if it's actually still him. Oh, and
Well, now
the thing is, they are talking about, they're trying to build up this what's her name, Camille Harris lady. They're trying to build her up to take over.
no shit. Really?
Yep.
Oh my God.
So if hate to say it, if he does win next time, more than likely he won't survive the next 4 years. So they're already planning on getting rid of him, but they're running with him as the top guy.
I am highly surprised that man is lasted as long as he has.
Well, has he?
101.
According to Alexa,
Oh,
he died when he fell off that bike.
Look, don't believe nothing she says. She's a Democrat.
Well, because I asked if Biden had fell off his bike, and they said he died and at the military hospital where they take the presidents when they get sick and or shot or whatever, and they said he died from his injuries from falling off the bike.
There is two names that I kind of like. Grace Johnson's called her a hyena, which, yeah. And then again, you had Anonymous calling her camel toe, which that's what I've been calling her.
That gives a bad name to all camel toes.
Man, don't even go there with that phrase.
I was talking about the actual camel's toes, not the other.
It's the way it was said. Now, who done that? Did you do that? Did I do that?
I can't do that. You control your own stream. I can't do that. What are you talking about anyway?
Put that up there, Bushcraft family. When
you put that up there about 4 minutes ago.
Damn, there it is. Yeah, I remember putting it up there now. Hell, I thought I took it down. Jesus. Yeah, but camel toe, every time she opens her mouth, piss comes out. That's what she's spewing. But I kind of like the hyena. Yeah, exactly. But I thought the jackass went to AOC. No,
There we go.
he ain't that loud.
Oh, here's a better one. It was a water buffalo.
That was hell. It sounded like a damn lion.
I can't hear it, so I'm guessing it.
Yeah.
All right, here's a pig. Or maybe the walrus.
No, I like walruses too much. I can't pronounce it, but I like them. Let's go hog.
Here's a rhino.
I don't know. I didn't think her ass was that big. Her mouth may be. Hello, Alan.
Oh, here it is. I got the right one. Here it is.
Oh, hell.
Hyena.
Yeah. Now, hell, I know. What was it called? Or a hyena?
Grace.
Yeah. Let's go hyena. Okay. Well, we would prefer.
It could be worse. It could be this.
A whale?
Yeah.
I know it ain't no sperm whale.
Oh, there's an actual seal
That'll work. She's always talking crap. An annoying damn gnat.
too. That's a mosquito.
Well, regardless, I got the perfect thing for that. Yep. How's a donkey? That's what Charles wants. No, donkey belongs to AOC.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
That's definitely AOC.
So I think 101, are you still in the room? Are you still listening? If you are, say hi, yeah, no, or something. Oh, Rourke likes that. He's laughing.
What did it? I didn't even get on last night because what was it last night? Night before,
Yeah.
I didn't go to sleep, so I didn't want to go, and I still didn't. I still ended up went to sleep about 3:30 this morning. So I was up, I think, 3 days straight, something like that. I can't remember.
You say that. We can't call her hyena. Well, now, hey, 101 planned on going live last night, but something came up and he canceled.
Oh, I was gonna say because I thought he had it set up for last night.
He did. But I think it was. Can you do that?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah. Talking about hyenas and donkeys. Look who's coming up.
Yeah, after I switch off of StreamYard, I won't be able to have. But I'm probably going to switch over to something else. So OBS, to where I can actually still invite people up, and I don't have to pay anything.
Right. Now, Roy, you have a good evening. I will talk at you later. 101, I wasn't going to say nothing about it. If it wanted to be said, it was going to come from you, period.
What's going to
First
be
question.
said?
First question. Am I the hyena or the donkey?
No, not yet. Not yet. You ain't heard me laughing. That damn sure as hell ain't no donkey.
Well,
I
here
got a good
one for 101. Where's he at?
I got a good one for your show tonight. Why don't you do a thing about Biden's earlobe hat changes?
Oh, where have you been for the past 3 fucking years?
Here and there. I've been here, but my mind's been there. You still there?
Yeah.
Okay. You had to think about that, huh?
Think about what?
What I just said.
What you just said. I'm only fucking with you.
Here's 101. I've got the perfect sound for 101.
Okay.
He's a goose.
No.
You don't want to be a goose?
No.
Have you got one of a tadpole?
Well, I played the frog.
I've got a question for the both of you. Okay. If a midget is playing golf on a 18-hole golf course, would that be considered miniature golf?
No, the golf course is still the same size. It's just the midgets. And you're not even supposed to call them midgets. You're supposed to call them little people.
Well, they say it their way, I say it my way. Would that be considered miniature golf?
No. Miniature golf is the holes are smaller. Not
Wait
the
a
people.
minute. Grace Johnson, how tall are you? I know you taller than 4'5". She's telling me I better watch it.
Get
My
that fry
grandmother's-
pan ready.
My grandmother stood 4 foot. How tall was she?
Son, that tall. About 4 foot something.
Yeah, about 4'10",
She's shorter than
something
I
like
was.
that. Grace Johnson telling you to get that frying pan ready. Now, if that's what the North does to y'all, I think you need to come down to the South. You know,
Does
get
what?
some-
The North does what?
make people short. Y'all need to come down to the South, get some sunshine and grow.
Bruh.
Damn. Are you sick, Grace? Are you serious? She's saying 6 foot.
What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying.
What?
Grace, the little people are going to take offense. Are you sure? Are you sure it's not little to no offense? Are they short-tempered?
6'3". She said my son's at 6'3".
Yeah. Wow, that's tall. What Life said he's 6'7".
Jesus Christ! You'd think it was the Nephilim coming back.
Well, now, bushcraft, how tall does Bigfoot stand? Because I know he ain't no short man either.
6'6" or 6'7"?
I can go ask Lake if you want.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, I would say about 6'7", 6'6".
Life with Bobby. I have a female friend who was 6'2".
Right.
Oh, I've known some tall women.
Oh, wait a minute. Life with Bobby. I'm 5'3". That's more like it. Good God.
My ex was 5'7", if that's any consolation. For a 5'3" guy, that's a big height difference. Did I just kill the chat?
I think so, because he quit typing.
Damn. Well, that's all, folks.
No, we ain't going Warner Brothers. I think Warner Brothers is something like 2'1". Well, how you been today? 101?
Fine. A little exhausted.
How's that?
I took my mom to a doctor's appointment, as you know.
Yeah. Well, see, I don't want people to know that me and you can talk.
Too late.
Well, and he says it on the live.
I just said too late.
Yeah.
And there's been times you've texted me while I'm live, and I'm like, okay, Jeff, I'll do that, or whatever. Like, hello.
Yeah, but damn, it ain't like I was wanting you to tell people on your live show, I'm texting
okay.
you.
Think about it, Jeff. We come up on a nightly basis.
Yeah.
And there's a whole bunch of us creators that talk to each other. I think people realize that, hey, maybe we're in communication outside of YouTube.
You think? Yeah.
Just a thought. Anyway,
Wait a minute. What happened to bushcraft?
I pulled my trailer out today and I repainted.
You put me in the back room.
How the hell did I put you? I did not.
I'm just sitting here and he just puts me in the back room.
Anyway, I pulled my trailer out today and I repainted the thing and I'm going to sell it. So, yeah.
What size trailer?
A 4x8.
Oh, go ahead and sell it.
My point exactly.
I thought if it could haul a pickup truck full size, my ass was coming.
Oh, fuck no. You think I have that? Where the fuck would I put it, Jeff? I live in Detroit.
You can park it behind your house.
Oh, right. Like my house.
Your baby? Oh, right back.
Jeff, you've seen my backyard.
Yeah. That's why I said you can put it behind your house.
Oh, and I'm going to get it in between the houses?
If you can't, you don't need to be driving.
Okay, let me put it this way. I've backed up my truck between the fence of the neighbor and the side of my garage. I had to take out the paving stones that, there's the ones you stack.
Right.
I took those out to make enough room.
I hate to say it.
My mirrors were from the chain link fence to the brick wall, and I had to fold them in.
I didn't think they made go-karts that big.
A mid-sized truck. Anyway.
Mid-size. To me, that's a go-kart.
It's a mid-size, but it turns like a full dive. What? Shut up, Jeff.
That really is kind of scary if you want to think about it.
What, the fact that I can read your mind?
Yeah, and I can read yours. Okay, I'll hush.
I'm over here laughing on the inside because you don't know like half the conversation of last night, so it's kind of funny.
Yeah. Okay. Damn.
Yes, Grace, it has sides to it. It has. Was that you, Bushcraft?
No.
Jeff?
Whoa. No, hell no.
What?
You don't see Bushcraft grinning.
Bushcraft! Stop it. Like, legit thought the first one was
Yeah.
Jeff or something. Anyway. Grace, it does have sides to it, and the back end of the trailer It's got these like triangle shaped brackets that you drop the
So you take
back
sides
frame
off.
of the door into, and you unscrew a couple of wing nuts to take it off.
Oh hell. Yeah, but before one of one can get up in there, he has to take sides off.
Shut up. In fact, the thing is, you're right.
Are you for real?
Dude, the thing's like 4 foot tall on the sides. I'm
Damn.
5'3".
Hell, I
Yeah.
could throw my damn leg over it and get up in there.
You could probably fit a 4-wheeler on it.
Could you fit a ZTR mower on it?
ZTR.
Zero turn radius.
Oh no, it's way too small. You
Ah,
wouldn't
hell,
even be
I
able
don't
to.
want it then.
You would not be able to even fit a John Deere tractor on it. You're probably good for
For smaller.
one of the smaller quads or 2 dirt bikes.
Oh, okay.
It's
No,
about that.
that wouldn't do me a bit of good. I like to have 2 trailers, one that you can put a full size pickup on, or another one probably about half that size where you can put a couple of industrial size lawnmowers on it.
No, Grace, it's the sides do not tilt. The sides and the front are solid welded angle iron. Like I said, the back end is the only part that lifts off. It's got 2 triangular shaped brackets on the bottom part of the frame. You drop the 2 posts in, and then you have 2 holes on the back end cover that you put these bolts through, and you tighten them down with wing nuts.
So it don't have a ramp in the back.
You could use the back door as a ramp.
Okay.
It's just you'd have to replace the plywood on it. But yeah.
I got you.
You'll see pictures of it, Jeff, when I go live here in a bit.
Okay. What are you asking for?
I don't know yet. Technically, on paper, it's my mom's, but I inherited it.
Understandable.
It's from my grandpa, and I said, "Can I have that?" And during that whole fiasco, they signed it over to her because she was the main inheritor. Because my grandpa, surviving siblings. Anyway,
Yeah.
but it's technically my trailer because I have the truck that can tow it. That's the only way. But I don't know what she wants for it.
I heard that.
Anything's a profit.
Well, then again, it may come down to she don't want to sell it.
Well, here's the thing.
Because
It's taking up so much space in the backyard that it's become a hindrance. And if I want a trailer, I can just go to Harbor Freight and get one of them folding ones, which I'm thinking of doing because that I can fit in the garage or the little back shed.
Yeah.
And that has wheels on it, so I don't have to worry about lifting it. This trailer, I don't know what my grandpa did, but you know those bolt-on front wheels that you put near the hitch that
Yeah.
fold down and then you crank it?
Right.
My grandpa must have been dumber than a sack of rocks because he mounted it in such a way that it hits the spare tire that's on the front.
Oh shit.
So you can't turn it. And then when I try to drop it on the ball for the lawnmower, it doesn't drop down all the way because the crank is not able to fold. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know.
So I had
exactly.
to do some bullshit rigging. Either way, that's just a bolt-on system. You get a new one for about $50.
Yeah. Shit, I'd get one, have it welded, in a spot to where you could fold it up or whatever.
Well, now what's nice is I can lift it. If it gets stuck or I get stuck with the trailer somewhere, I can unhitch and I can lift that tongue up with my bare hands without any issue.
Okay.
So that's just going to show how light it is of a trailer. Even though
Yeah.
it's made out of angle iron, it's still built nice.
Well, now them I'm talking about, one you could put a tractor on or a pickup truck.
Hmm.
Hell, I can lift them up and move it around, no problem, because the way it's balanced out with the wheels and everything. So, oh, now we got up here and like I said to begin with, tonight's show is just pop up. Somebody mentioned something in chat and we'll kind of talk about it because YouTube has done got to the point, no matter what you say or how it's said, they either going to give you a strike or take you down now. And you got to be a little bit more than careful of what is said. The three of us, we know that, and a lot of people in here know that. And it's getting to the point. It ain't worth it no more. Not really. Who's clicking?
Me.
Oh.
Did you hear about
Uh-uh.
the bat?
Which one?
Bad.
I don't know how to say bat research lab
Oh.
in Colorado.
Okay, what? I'm lost.
It got leaked that they were doing testing on bats for certain things.
I see.
Yeah, I've heard.
So it's like that, Jeff, but minus the fold down ramp. Just imagine it straight across with a drop in back end.
I got you.
And then this is flipped over on the other side, thus making the spare hit up here. It's a shit show. Either
So
way.
it's on the inside of the either.
Well, on this picture, but
Yeah.
this crank is on the outside, closer to the frame, so it's hitting the spare when you fold it up.
Okay, now I got you.
Yeah.
Well,
Wiring.
damn, that would come in handy if y'all get to moving.
Well, that's what we're thinking, but I want a brand new trailer instead of this piece of shit. Trust me.
Wait a minute. Carol Z said there is a big fire in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Hmm?
I've not heard nothing about that, and I live in that state. Can you give me a little more detailed on that, Carol Z?
Going on now?
Yeah.
It's on the new. It's going on right now.
Yeah. Well,
Massive.
does it
South Park area.
support? Is it a building on fire, or is it like a brush fire, or what?
No, it's a buildings.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Buildings?
I just know how to get there. I know what roads to take to get around it. And I found out stay off of Tryon Street because it takes you downtown Charlotte.
Well, it's in South Park, so
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
that's downtown, I do believe.
Hey,
Yeah.
Supreme
well,
Supreme Court decision to end NFA and GCA restrictions and strip ATF of authority. This was dropped like within the hour.
I heard something similar to that. They was talking about doing that. So evidently they did it. Is what you're saying?
I think they're in the process of doing it, but it's gotten a little bit closer, so that's good.
Do you know?
Ooh, it's a 4 alarm too.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Oh, it got the buildings next to it too. Yeah, it's a big one.
The downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
South Charlotte. So that
got
would be
the big old cranes and everything.
Where's Caroline's?
It might be out by now, but yeah.
Carowinds is on the state line
Oh, okay.
of North and South Carolina. And probably close to that. I bet you can see smoke at Carowinds. I'd like to bring it up on the map. That way I can tell. Yes. I used to deliver body parts down in that area.
Huh?
Yeah, y'all heard right. I used to deliver body parts.
Of cows, I hope.
No.
Oh,
FBI, open up!
oh dear. Do I want to be associating with Jeff anymore?
I left. Now going to the coast, okay, from where I lived at that time, took about 3.5 hours.
I don't care how long this trip was.
Wait a minute. I had to deliver a part, and it was an extreme emergency. I had the banner in the back window, the whole 9 yards. So the
Oh, you're
cops
talking
would not.
like
Yeah,
you're talking organ donor shit.
yeah. I made it in about an hour and a half.
You have lights and sirens?
No, but I had flashing lights.
Hmm.
This car was brand new. It was not set up for nothing like that.
I want to get some lights on
And
my truck.
be careful. Don't use red. Well, I don't know about your state, but down here, if you use red lights or blue lights, your ass going to jail.
We can use amber, green, or white lights.
Yeah, we can here too.
Yeah, it's pretty much normal.
And I think red in some cases, but that's like municipal shit.
Yeah. Now, when I used to escort, we
Jeff was an escort.
I love it too, buddy.
What corner you work off of, Jeff?
All of them.
Oh,
I used to escort oversized loads. We had I always brought up the rear. Yeah.
Keep it going, Jeff. Keep it going.
dear.
So he goes both sides. He's an escort for both sides, and
He likes them
he
big.
comes up the rear.
Oh dear.
But there was a pickup truck who finally got in front of me, and he couldn't pass the mobile home. And I get on the CB, and I tell the guy pulling the mobile home what happened. He tells me to back off about 20 feet or 20 yards. I said, all right, I'm backed off. He slams on brakes, and the pickup truck hits the mobile home.
Okay.
He didn't stay behind him no more.
Jeff sounds like a Bud Light commercial.
Can you back it up another 20, Pigpen? My sinuses, sir. Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh hell, we was going one early morning. We was going to pick one up. It was about 3:00,
Why?
and it was close to Georgia state lines where we had to go. We had to take some back roads.
Mhm.
And I'm behind the cab over, and I see something fly across. And I get on the CB, and I said, "Did I see what I thought I did?" He said, "Well, Aflac won't be making no more commercials."
F.
That
Oh,
damn
God.
duck committed suicide.
Damn. Oh,
Jeff-
let's hope he didn't have a cracked windshield or nothing.
Say
No,
iron.
he hitting the grill.
Oh.
Jeff, say iron.
Why?
Iron.
You've been requested. Harvest Mary Moon.
Iron?
I don't get it. His accent?
Damn, she lives in the same state and she making fun of my accent.
When I
Hey,
lived in
didn't you see
Alabama,
what she
people in
said?
Huntsville talked differently than they did out in the outer counties. So I mean,
Well, I will agree. The people in that area of North Carolina, all of them does have an accent.
even in Michigan, we got different accents. I mean, there's accents we refer to as Detroit. Oh, you're speaking Detroit.
Historic prepper, guys who
Historic.
heroic, historic. Yeah, I'm picking on him again.
Oh Lord. Oh, so much bullshit going on.
Damn.
What?
I'm just thinking Woodstock and the original Woodstock. I was about 5 years old at the time.
That's in New York.
Yeah. Well, Woodstock ain't technically in New York. I'm thinking it's in Jersey, right there on the border, somewhere up in that area.
You're
Or
talking
they-
about back in '69.
Yeah. Boy, damn, you remember that? Okay. She gave me that look to shut up.
I
So,
was 9 years old.
but
Just make sure you hit him hard enough to where we can hear it.
well, see, I don't know what to fear the most. My wife holding a frying pan or a woman holding a frying pan in one hand and a rolling pin in the other.
Right out back
And in the case of the Italians, wooden spoon.
Oh, hell. I can't. I better shut up. I can't say that.
Jeff, I found your Ford Ranger.
Oh, Ranger?
Can't afford it.
Oh, watch it. Look at this one. Wait a minute.
Watch this shit.
Today, I want to introduce you to the
Well,
newest
are you
member
coming
of the
up?
Ford Ranger family.
That's what she said. It won't. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Just
You
add it to
double-click it.
stream.
I'm clicking on the damn thing.
Okay, hold on a
There
minute.
it is. Hell, it ain't coming.
Minute silence.
Try it now.
Add to stream. You took it off. All right.
I just added it back. It's there.
Hold on.
There you go.
Don't have a damn connection. Get your panties out
That's
of the
what you
water.
call. I think you mean a cardiac infarction,
Get
also known as a heart attack. Anyway,
Are
this
you
is your
gonna hit-
Ford Ranger, dude.
Are you
Today.
going to hit?
I want
What?
I was wondering if you was going to hit play, or we're going to have to look at him the rest of the night.
to introduce you to the newest member of the Ford Ranger family.
No,
Car
friggin' yeah.
I could see Jeff driving this. No shit.
And
That's
you would
right.
be
I
right.
want to introduce you to our Tank Ranger. Something's wrong.
Gotta roll.
Something's wrong. Oh shit.
I would
Aw,
not.
why did
have
you
to-
ruin the square body? It was perfectly fine. What the fuck?
Car killer. You damn right.
Nobody messed with you on the highway.
That's what I damn sure still wouldn't have to worry about gridlock.
I might have the craziest Ford Ranger collection in the world, but I think this might pull that. I don't know. We'll see.
That's real bad when you don't have a hitch. You please do not hook shit to your axle. That is a good way to break
Is
shit.
that what he did?
We'll see.
Watch. It's wrapped around the axle.
Oh,
That is a good way to bend an axle. And your U-bolts.
Then you
Oh,
really-
you're asking for so much shit. These are some beefy
he
ass
deserves
tires.
it.
Grace Johnson says, "Don't leave any visible marks."
That thing does not have the torque. I'm sorry. Oh, there it goes. What did I tell you?
Ranger doesn't have enough pulling power to pull this, so we're going to use the Ranger as like a weight. I'm going to try to use the winch on the front of that. Here, hold on, I'll get it.
2 hours.
This was really, really complicated to get an engine out. Let's just say that. But look, the engine's now
That
sitting right
OG
there. So now the
OJ
good news.
Simpson's, truck now.
Let's see here.
Hell, he pulled the motor out of it.
Look, fired up. Come on, baby.
Timing's off.
What?
Timing's off.
I actually switched from Chrome to Opera.
Stupid ads. Oh, she's smoking. That's not good.
Well, it's a new motor. It ain't got broke in yet.
Yeah, that's blow by, ain't it? Ain't that blow by, Jeff, or am I crazy?
It could be that, or they could have blew a head gasket. Or,
Yeah.
Oil's getting up in there.
85 pounds of oil pressure? I'm pretty sure that's too high.
That's.
What, Jeff?
I want to say you seen with one of the Pistons.
Yeah. How much?
85.
85 pounds of oil pressure.
Idle. You should be about 40 for a Ford.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I said, is like, that's way too high.
Well, it does run. The bad news is, for some reason, it sounds really bad. And it's only running on 7 cylinders. And
Too much oil.
the radiator we ratchet strapped in here is now leaking coolant everywhere. So we're going to have to go to the junkyard, the Weston's junkyard, and see if we can find a different radiator to put in this bad boy. So we went to find a radiator, but I got a little sidetracked and decided the wrecked front end of the Ranger just wasn't good enough. So I grabbed some parts from another Ranger I had, some sanding pads, some spray paint, and I got to work. And before I knew it, I think I pulled off the best paint job ever done. Well, in a field anyway. Honestly, that looks really good from over here.
From over here.
I didn't know 50-footer. That's a 50-yarder.
For a field paint job, though,
It ain't bad. I mean, rattle cannon. And
Damn, and they did that with a spray can too.
Yeah, I ain't gonna complain about that.
Well,
No
yeah,
overspray, but again, it's a Ford Ranger tank. I don't think we're going for looks here.
That's pretty good. Give me a fancy set of wheels and a spray can. Bam. SEMA rig. Guys, it is officially ready for our main voyage. The big block is running good.
Tell that to the engine. It sounds horrible.
It's taking us a while to make it run good.
You hear that rattle or whatever the fuck that is? Is that a chain or
depends on
something?
what size cam he's got in there.
It's running perfect. Now it's even moved.
It
I
probably
was sure how to drive it.
blew the ring out of one of the pistons, or it snapped the piston.
Yeah.
I think if I grab this handle, that should stop this track.
You
And if I
can't
grab
really
this
tell
handle, it should stop
where
that
the
track.
smoke's coming from on that.
It looked like it was coming out front of the motor. That's
It should
what.
just be reverse neutral
Well,
drive, just like a regular thing.
The motor's
The problem
backwards
is,
though on that
It's
one.
got a Lexan window in the front of it, and
Oh, you can't see.
you
Shit.
can't see. It's moving!
Oh, yeah, you got it.
What?
That'll fix it.
Yeah. He says it's moving and then immediately floors it. Like, come on, you got to be gentle with it if you're not sure if it's going to blow up. In the words of Zombieland, thank God for rednecks.
I bet it won't float.
Dude, this thing is so freaking awesome! It's everything I've wanted and more! That poor big one back there is just getting it.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, why?
I want them main bearings.
Dude,
That's
Oh,
radiator.
radiator.
once it cools down, we can rip for another 30 seconds! God! Dang, this thing is so much fun!
We'll get there eventually. I wonder what the gas mileage is on this thing.
Is it gas or diesel?
Is it 1 mile a gallon or is it 1 tank a gallon? Or
Probably one
One-
tank.
1 tank a mile, rather. It did not give a fuck about that tree.
Yeah, I was ready to say that. What's that Christmas tree?
Hey guys, I think I ran out of gas.
Damn.
I wonder if he filled up at the beginning of this shit.
So here's the plan. We get more gas, and then we come back and we do more things with tank. Yes. Very good plan.
Oh,
Yeah,
There goes the motor.
I think that was the radiator.
Oh!
Something wrong. Oh, oil leak. Look at all that shit.
yeah.
You blew a hose.
No,
Dude, it's melting the paint off the motor.
It's melting the paint off the motor. Maybe that's a sign that maybe you put in too much oil.
No, that's not. He
no,
ran-
it's not too much oil.
What in the fuck you got going on here?
Well, he's got a motor in the back.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it. It's not in the. It's not in the front. It's in the back.
Do you really think a Ford big block is going to fit in a Ranger, Jeff?
I've seen them.
I have too.
I mean, without major. I'm talking. This is hillbilly modification, not like custom. Sit in the shop for months.
Have you ever seen a damn Yankee put a big block in a small vehicle?
Yes.
I
What
have.
I'm saying is these guys went about it the total wrong way.
Yeah.
I've put a big old engine in a Ford Pinto.
I
What
don't
is
know
that?
what's going on here. What did they
360
do? What did they do here? Like go to Home Depot and get some like vacuum hose and then like put some exhaust pipe here with some.
No, that's
plumbing?
radiator hose.
Yeah, that is radiator hose.
Man, I thought that was bad for a second. I thought
it was bad. It's melting the paint off the car. How do you?
burst into flames. Me and Logan got out of there. We got out of there so quick. Well, guys, here's the thing, right? We got the tank cooled back down, and if you would believe it, somebody parked in the no parking zone. You can park in this car. Thing is, I bought this bad boy for one reason only. I want to run over some cars.
Poor Chevy.
What, Bushcraft?
I said poor Chevy. He's running over Chevy. I think the other one's a Honda. I didn't see it though. Yeah, Honda.
That one on the right there had the Ford emblem on the front.
That's a Chevy.
That's Chevy.
That's a Chevy.
Back it up.
That's one of them.
That is a Ford emblem right there on the front. Yes.
No,
That's a Chevy.
that's
That is
Chevy.
the Chevy. I don't know what you call it.
Look at the top of the truck. That's a Ford.
Yeah.
That's a Ford.
The bottom one is a Chevy.
That's a Chevy.
Go ahead. But
Wait a
you ain't
minute.
gonna-
Chevy. I don't remember Chevy making something like this shape. What the fuck?
Exactly. That is
That's-
not a bow tie.
That's
On,
Chevy Caprice or some weird
This is-
thing like that. I forget.
Okay, this is a Honda because there's an H on the steering.
right. Right. Now look at the front of this real good. And then when it gets back to it, the front's different.
No, it's the same
That's
car.
same car.
Same car.
I'll give it to GoPro. It survived.
It don't make no difference, but I want one.
It what?
I said it may not make no difference, but I want a tank truck.
Oh, I thought you meant the little that Chevy.
That's exactly what I would do with the truck.
Hold on. I got to get out. Admire my tank to run over in this ability.
Tank ran
I
over
run
next-
over this.
I smashed them pretty good. So, guys, if you ever have any cars that you need smashed, give me a holler, and I'll go ahead and handle it for you. Ooh,
Oh yeah,
that's
Alan
cherry.
says a
Look at
Cobalt.
that.
Yeah, it
Yes,
could be a
insurance
Cobalt.
adjuster. We got a little help.
Don't worry. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Hold on,
Yeah,
let me just
and
go ahead and pop
Cobalts
on the
were
door.
like that, too.
The fact the door's open is funny as shit.
I just sold one of these.
Oh, it's
A
okay.
4-door though.
Dude. How you doing, little buddy? Was that scary?
You recognize.
I'm not. They covered it.
That's the power of YouTube. You go on here and you don't ever know what you're gonna get.
Bullshit.
Exactly.
I'm reading chat.
I thought a Chevy Cobalt had more of a half circle kind of doors and windows like top to it, not a sloped back end like a Mustang.
No,
Alan,
it wasn't I don't think it was a Malibu because that had a hatchback type back
Malibu.
end.
Malibus, those are more squarish, aren't they?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
again, it kind of looks like the Caprice thing.
Alan said when he was in high school, a kid had a Pinto with a 460 in it.
Mhm.
I would not want to have raced that one.
Well, I did that and found out why you beef up the front end.
And
Yeah.
the
Snap
drive
the ball
shaft.
joint. No, didn't get that far. Ball joints on both sides snap.
Great.
Now, see, I want a 72 Maverick with a 302 boss in it. I'd have to put some wheelie bars on the back, but
Oh yeah, he had sold it to after I fixed the ball joints, and I sold it really fast after that because it was a screamer.
When he ran out of gas, I should have said, I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
oh, well,
Out.
I was wondering if he's gonna catch on to it.
I think I did
Don't
pretty
do
good.
that. Well, no more. You got yeah.
That's more of me interjecting because you're interrupting.
Of course.
Exactly.
That's my job.
69 Chevy Malibu.
Damn.
I
I
had
had
a 68 El Camino for maybe a week, and it had now, mind you, this is in Phoenix, Arizona, so it had hydraulics on it.
Oh shit!
So boing, boing, boing. Yeah,
like the lowrider from Cars.
Yeah.
Ramon,
yeah.
that did the paint jobs.
But I didn't do none of the bouncing. I raised it up and then raised it down because speed bumps. You had to
The
I actually got
the bouncing can't be good for the frame or anything. Like
it's
got to be beefed up.
They beef it up before.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this was 80s. I got like 9,000 for the thing.
No shit.
dude,
Yeah.
if you had that shit today and you took that shit to Detroit, I can guarantee you would have gotten like 30-40 grand.
Oh, for just the 68 El Camino is worth
Well, what I'm
probably
saying
25,
is,
30 now.
If we wouldn't get ripped off.
right. Don't park that bitch on 8 Mile.
Don't park
No,
that
I'll
bitch.
just pick 101 up.
I can see that shit now. You picking 101.
You know what you do? You know what you do? You would be like, okay, the street's too narrow. I can't find a parking spot. You'd raise that bitch up all the way and then like drive over someone else's car. and
Well,
sit
they
that
don't
bitch
go
on
up
top.
that high.
Wanda.
69 Camaro. That would work. Definitely.
Yeah.
Give me a 74 Camaro.
No, 72.
74 because of the Transformers movie.
Bushcraft, which one is it that's got the round tail lights? Ain't that the 72? The one that's so popular, it costs right much now.
Oh, any of them back then
Well,
is now.
Anything like prior to 1980 is like
yeah.
drastically expensive. these days.
74 is when they went square.
Okay, this wasn't a square body.
No, I mean square headlights.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I had the 73 Monte Carlo and it had the round headlights.
All right, boys, I'm gonna dip here and
Bye. Adios. Buenas noches. Kiss my ass too.
leave Mrs. Bear out of it.
Um,
Hey, you set me up for that one. Anyway, I'll see you guys in about 10 minutes.
all right. I'll catch you later. I was wondering if I could put him in the back room right before he got off, but evidently My mouse was too slow.
Yeah, it went before because I thought it'd be a cheap way of going about it, which it was technically. I put air shocks on the back of that 73 and raised up the back end of it.
Oh, you peckerhead in chat. He called me an ass after he got off where I couldn't say nothing. It's all right. I get you. I get you. I get you when I come up.
Yeah, I found out real quick that having the rear end jacked up, ball joint issue.
Do you remember the
About
time
every 2 weeks.
when the damn rear end was jacked up so high that 101 could have walked under them? I mean, it seemed like to me, you get the rear end of a car jacked up that high, you're going to slide out of the seat.
And you remember when this was in the 80s when they first came out with these little dots that you would drill out your tail light and you would stick them in there. And whenever you pushed on the brakes, it would make it look like you had purple brake lights. And you at that time, you couldn't get in trouble for it.
I don't remember that. I really don't.
Yeah, it was a big thing in the out west, and it was just a little circle about yay big, and you would drill it out, and you would place this little crystal thing in there to where right where the brake light was. So
Yeah.
the bulb itself. So when the bulb lit up, it would shine right into that crystal, and it would turn purple.
Now, I do remember, and I'm not going to say how it was done, where they set the tailpipes up to where it would throw a flame of fire out.
Oh, that's alcohol.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to say how it was done, okay?
Yeah.
But I'll tell you backstage how we did it, how the rednecks did it.
Oh yeah.
But no. But anyway, there was an unmarked police car riding this one car. You know, come up on them, back off, come up on them and back off. And back then, that's when it just started. People was doing that, so when you stopped at a light or something, they would get out and attack the person. Okay?
Oh.
Well, now, they done this in front of the police station up there. But the car come dead up on him and stopped. He flipped a switch, and it throwed about a 2-foot flame. It caught that car on fire. Come to find out, it was an unmarked car. And the boy went to jail for it because he couldn't prove that the unmarked car was, you know, trying to pick a race with him or doing that. That's before cameras were invented. So, all right, I'm going to leave it here on that. Go up on 101 in about 5 minutes. I agree with you 100%. So that's it. Y'all have a good night. And let's see what bullshit is going to pop up.